expectations. Now, I don't know about you. Normally, we always go to my mother-in-law's house every New Year's Eve, and we spend the night usually over. We did last night, that was no exception. Who wants to drive home at like 1 something in the morning, right? So, but normally we watch like Dick Clark's like Rockin' New Year's Eve or whatever. This year, we watched the ball drop, but before that, for like a couple hours, almost probably 3 hours, right, Katie? We sat and watched
2 hour and a half videos. So.
Yeah, so 3 hours. We watched 2 hour and a half long videos of like my videotaping of our family journey from the time before Katie was born to about 2002-ish, I think is where those ended up. There's more where that came from. What a nice time spending reminiscing about where we began, you know, and remembering the good things, the not so good things, and everything in between that has happened in our lives as a family. It was a real blessing, much better than watching somebody half-dressed singing songs that you care less about, which is pretty much the bulk of the New Year's Eve program, right? But it was a wonderful time watching and reliving some of those memories, seeing Katie as an infant in my arms. It's hard to even believe that happened, you know? Seeing her walking around on 2 legs, going, dad, you know? I forgot about all those things. What a blessing. So we come here today after, evidently, what I've been hearing is the worst year known to man that we've experienced the last 12 months of. Where evidently life, this thing called life, it happened, I guess. Where people died, where bumps in the road were hit, where the universe evidently did not conform to our will again, right? Like, what's up? God, why did you create such a world where I can't have things as I want them, right?
Yeah.
It was the worst year known to man. At least if social media has something to say about it. We've all seen it, right? We've been on social media. Good riddance, 2016. Woohoo, 2017. We come here fully expecting this year to be different than every other worst year we've ever had. You know, they say that doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results equals what? Insanity, right? Every year we're wishing away the worst year ever and welcoming what we hope to be the best year ever, only to get to the end of that year wishing away the worst year ever. It's kind of funny when you think about it. A little sad, but definitely a reality. This year we're hoping will be the year we have good luck. Where, if we're not Methodists, we'll win the lottery, right? Because I know none of you Methodists play the lottery. Where no one will die. Where we will become independently wealthy, of course. It wouldn't be a good year otherwise. Where we will lose all of that weight without any effort. Where relationships are restored to their proper place, with us at the center and everyone acknowledging it. Right? That's where they should be, right? Where the ultimate good is what's good for me, and everyone else sees that that's good too. Right? We come here today hoping for the best year ever. And because of our ridiculous expectations, and I'm saying our collectively, I'm not saying yours per se, you may not have any of these expectations, but because of our overall ridiculous expectations, we will be here at the end of this coming year praying for the worst year ever to end and cheering on 2018. Mark my words, I'll see you next year. I'll see you a lot of times in between that too. Hopefully they aren't the worst sermons ever throughout the year. You'll have to determine that though as we go along. There's wisdom to be gained in today's scripture. We do have a future reality to look forward to place our hope in. It will be a day where all suffering will end. When God's justice will reign. There's no doubt that 2016 was a year filled with injustice, as was 2015, as was 2014, and so on and so forth. There is no doubt that when we turn on the news or when we look around our communities, there are things that are happening that in God's kingdom would not ever happen. So we do have something to look forward to, something to be hopeful in, to a day when there's no more suffering, when God's justice will reign, when peace will be on earth, where heaven will be all that is real. But that heaven is not the illusory fantasy land. I had to throw Disney in there. It is not the illusory fantasy land we look for year in and year out. It will not be my kingdom, Todd's kingdom established on earth. It will not be your kingdom. It will be God's kingdom. Which means that if what we're looking for is the world to revolve around us, for things to go our way, and for there to be everything as we think they should be, then heaven will be hell for us. It will be the worst place ever, because that is not what heaven's about. In heaven, there is no I, there is no me. In heaven, there is we. And we will not achieve that end of heaven on earth by placing our hopes in the false idol that is our self-centered ego. That's a reality. If 2017 is just going to bring more of the same, if 2017 is just going to bring more of me into the picture, then we're going to end it on a down note and hope again for yet another awesome new year. We are not gods. And thank God for that. Could you imagine if we were omnipotent? If we were all-powerful? If we were gods? Can you imagine what that reality would really look like? I'm sure it would be great for us in the moment, right? Like, whew, I can do anything I want. This is awesome. But it might not be so good for Susan if I'm God. It might not be... Actually, Susan, you'd be on my good list today. You were awesome today. It would not be so awesome for Katie on certain days. If I were omnipotent and had final power and judgment over people, it would not be good. Would it be good if you were? We'd like to think it, right? Of course it would. Come on, Todd. Of course it would, right? But it wouldn't be. Think about all of the mistakes we've made, and we look back and go, boy, if I could have done that differently, I would have. Have we ever had those experiences in life? I know I have. Unfortunately, when you're God and you write the end of the story, there is no going, I guess if you're God, you could go back, but you probably wouldn't, right? Because I'm God, and you do things as I want you to do. And think about how much more damage we would do if we had that kind of power in our hands. Need I bring Star Wars into the story? Right? Do I need to talk about the dark side of the Force? What happens when you're the most powerful Jedi ever? Right? You become Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Right, Henry?
Yeah.
Right? Lift up Darth Vader. There we go. Right? You become Darth Vader. Where you choke the life out of your wife because you're really that angry, and later come to realize you killed her, even though your whole goal in life was saving her life. That's what reality would be if we were gods. But we're not gods. And thank God for that. As the sage writes in Ecclesiastes, there is a season for everything under the sun. A season for everything. A time to laugh, a time to cry. A time to love, a time to hate. I love that one, right? Excuse me, I loved you, but right now I'm in the season of hate. Get out of my face, right? That's the Jersey way. There's a time for everything under the sun. There's a season for everything. There's a season to rejoice. And there's a season to lament. But our joy and lamentations mean absolutely nothing without sincerity behind them. Now, I know we as a church, we came from a year that was a challenge for us in many ways, and rightfully a challenge. We lost someone very dear to us. Someone that I know we are all still grieving, because I'm still grieving her loss. And I didn't know her for half as long as she did. Things have changed at Harmony Hill. New leadership have stepped up because other leaders needed to step down. And that's sad. There's grief that goes along with that too. It's happy. Another one that's on my awesome list. That's a happy thing, but it's also a sad thing. It's bittersweet. But if we stay in our period of lamentation and don't move forward, there'll be far more to lament this time next year. Amen? Amen. We come here today hoping for the best year ever. But if all we do is lament from this point forward and don't change who we are and don't move forward, it won't be the best year in December. Our joys and lamentations go nowhere if they aren't founded in the hope that is Jesus Christ. That's the ultimate goal. If we're placing our hope in ourselves, if we're placing our hope in the potential that this year might be somehow different than last year and the year before that, then it's going to end up nowhere. But if our hope is founded in Jesus Christ, where our faith should be, then this will be the best year ever. And we will see what Christ can do in and through and in spite of us. Right, Miranda? Miranda can't even, I bet, believe that in a week from today, we're going to be rocking out a retreat with a bunch of people we don't know, changing their lives. And that will be the best week ever, will it not? It's going to be awesome. I hope you'll keep us in your prayers. But if we don't found ourselves in Jesus Christ, then everything we do is a wash. We are in a season right now, as we speak, a season where we are facing a choice. Do we continue lamenting the past and looking forward to the next year that we can lament? Right? That's what we're doing. It's a vicious cycle. We lament the last year and look forward to the year we're going to lament. Right? When does it end? Do we continue lamenting the past? Or do we do something with the time we've got? I would like that this time next year, we've been so busy as a church, we didn't have time to think about how terrible things are. Wouldn't that be awesome? If we are thinking about how bad time is, we've got way too much of it. This year is going to bring a lot of things to us. I'll warn you, it's going to bring a lot of things to us. Our visioning team is working on goals and objectives currently as we speak. And then together with the administrative council, they're going to be working on plans to meet those goals and objectives. Our finances, our finances are in a grave state. I can't sugarcoat that. I would like to, but that's not going to get us anywhere. Our finances are in a grave state. We are going to, in fact, provide opportunities this year. A, to show you the grave state that they're in, so we're all on the same page about that. And B, to provide opportunities of how we can move forward from that grave state and make it better. We have the opportunity to do that. We have the possibility. But again, if all we're doing is looking forward for a change without effort, we'll never get there. If all we're doing is looking forward to a future without Christ, we'll never get there. They call it faith for a reason. Because we don't know what the end holds for us, but we know what the end holds for us. Amen? Amen. That's why it's called faith. We don't know how we're going to get from here to there, but we know what is there. And we know that with God we will get there. This church need not go down the road of other churches and close its doors. I mean, if that is God's ultimate will in the end, I hope that when that time comes, we look back and say, well done. We did what we could. Not, this is why we closed. How awful. We could have done it, but we didn't. Which is the story of some churches. Now, some churches legitimately close because people are just not in the area, and they close for natural and okay reasons. It's okay to die. But not okay to die if we had a chance to live, and we didn't take it. True? We're not in that place. Let's not be in that place. This year is going to bring a lot of things to us. But rather than lament what has been, we should praise God for what is right now. We should praise God for our financial situation. You know why? Because it should motivate us to aspire to something better. We should praise God for the challenges we have in discerning what growth we need to have in the future. Why? Because God is laying down that aspiration for us and giving us something to press forward on. We should be thanking God that we live in a churchless, godless society. You know why? Why? Tell me why. Why should we praise God for that?
An opportunity to bring people to God.
Thank you, Claffertine and Anita, who kind of, like twins, came in on that together. Because it gives us an opportunity to bring God to people. We, for far too long in the church, have not taken that opportunity. Which is why today we sit in a godless, faithless society. Because we expected people to come to us rather than us go to them. That day is over in the church. And thank God for it. Amen?
Amen.
Rather than lament what could have been, we should praise God for what is and celebrate what will be if we are to be faithful to God. But the key word here is faithful. This season, every season, is the season to choose. Let's choose faithfulness. Amen.
Amen.
Gracious and loving God, we thank you for every opportunity that is given to us to serve. We will grow as a church because we have people here who have faith and who strive to be faithful. And we praise you, Lord, for that. We praise you for the challenges. We praise you for the journey. Our home is the journey. Guide us. Strengthen us. Nurture us. And help us grow. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. You can check out your announcements in the bulletin.